everybody doing this beautiful, wonderful afternoon here? I came all the way from the People's Republic of Bakersfield to be with you today. I teach at Cal State Bakersfield, and they invited me to come and address you. I'm very honored. I think I do represent the views of the Valley, the San Joaquin Valley, when I say we admire what you're doing, we're in solidarity with you, and we're in solidarity with the world doing this today. We just had our own Occupy Cal State back in Bakersfield on Thursday. It was a wonderful time. We didn't have this kind of bands, but we sure had a lot of fun. Now, we're going to have a poet coming up real soon, so I'm going to be brief. I'd rather hear poetry than hear myself speak. I do have a few points to make. As a professor, you have to always have a few points to make. It goes with the territory. Point number one, you are part of the most benign tsunami that has hit the surface of the earth in 100 years. Woo! It's a people tsunami. It's a love tsunami. It's an empowerment tsunami. Point number two, ever since the advent of the image, especially on television, there's many people that have spoken about we become the society of the spectacle. Politics is a spectacle. Life itself is being carved out by a fake virtual spectacle. 9/11 was a terrible, terrible spectacle. We are moved to do great things, foolish things, and honorable things because of the great spectacles that we are now living in. Well, it's very important to understand that as we, the world, we, the people on earth, are right now engaging in the largest spectacle on earth, with over 1,100 cities, over 80 countries doing the same thing that we're doing right now. And nobody can beat that spectacle. Nobody can come even close. Nobody can compare. Because when you're talking about students in Chile, and when you're talking about inconformes, indignados in Spain, and when you're talking of the great, admirable Arab Spring, and when you're talking about the European summer, and when you're talking about the American autumn, and when you're talking of LA and Bakersfield and San Diego, that's the world's greatest spectacle today. So here we are in the battle of spectacles. We lost 10 years over one spectacle. We were hit by one spectacle. We paid dearly, and by we I mean the earth. I mean the people in the Arab Muslim world. I mean the immigrants coming to this country. We pay a dear price in blood and sweat and tears over the spectacle of 9/11. This is rectification. This is a way to get back with a better spectacle. But just like people have been pointing out that we live in a society of the spectacle, it's important to know something very important. Spectacles are not enough to change the world. One of the messages I really want to tell you, my beloved people, mi gente, mi linda gente que está aquí hoy, is that it's gonna take a hell of a lot more than spectacle to change this world around, and we know it. And let me tell you what the real spectacle is gonna be. The spectacle of our endurance, the spectacle that we last, the spectacle that when we get repressed, we come back with love and civil disobedience, never engaging in violence. The spectacle of refusal, the spectacle of resistance that lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts for the years ahead until we do change the world. So that is the real spectacle we're just beginning. Not today, but the years ahead that prove that we are meaning to change things for the better. The second thing I want to tell you, and then that's the last one. I'm Mexican. I come here to California and I find in 2006, which is just 5 years ago, this avenue, as far as you can see, and the two avenues next to Broadway, full with over 1 million people demanding immigrant rights. That has to be part of this agenda in this state, in this town. We cannot segregate ourselves into different movements. We need to unite the Latinos struggling for justice for the immigrants, and we need to unite the people that have directly and unequivocally targeted Wall Street for the predatory practices that they've been milking us for years and years. Those two movements must unite. And I'll tell you the real challenge, because I'm not here just to tell you pretty words. The real challenge is this. All my Anglo brothers and sisters, all the people that are good, that know in their hearts of hearts that we need to change the world and tame and rectify this galloping capitalism that's destroying us all. They have their work cut out. My Anglo friends, my Anglo brothers and sisters, you need to bring the Tea Party people to us. You need to convince these frustrated Americans that they belong here and not over there supporting Wall Street. You have your work cut out to win them over here, and that is going to be a hell of a struggle. Number two, we Latinos have a hell of a struggle ahead, because here's the problem. We're fighting to be part of this society. We're fighting to be accepted. We're fighting to be integrated. We're fighting to join. But why are we joining? Un pinche sistema injusto. We need to go to our own people and say, as we join, we commit to radically change it with our Anglo brothers and sisters. That's our task. So Latinos, Anglos, Blacks, Native Americans, Asian Americans, we all have our task. I know I gotta go back to the immigrant movement and make my people more radical in understanding that the American dream is a complete falsehood. And we need to join you to change that reality. But you need to also accept our movement. And we better have immigrant movement right people here every step of the way from now on. Thank you. Power to you.